Hey guys, what is going on? Hertz here with another low quality Asheron's Call video. Today I'm taking us to the Lost City of Neftet to explore the sand shallows and investigate the Oasis. First what I'm going to do is we're going to spin the camera around and talk to Kava over here, who's going to fill us in on all the sweet new lore. Essentially, she's worried the Mumiyah have been poisoning the wildlife at the Oasis, and so we're going to go bring her some samples. So here we are at the first oasis. As you can see, there's no water inside currently, but if we go over to this rocky cleft here and give that a little bit of an attack, hey, makes the water come out. And now that the oasis is being refilled, I think we run around, we'll find some wildlife. Yep, there they are. It's the little Neftet and his little minions. We kill the Neftet. We'll kill the minions too, since we're at it. We will find our first item. And here we are at the second oasis. As you can see, I already went ahead and filled it. We're going to find some more wildlife here, I believe. Some migrating Remorans. They are going to give us the second items we need. Here we are at the third and final oasis. I wanted to take a minute before we get started to explain that the oasis, once filled, will stay filled for an hour or two, and that going to the effort of refilling the oasis by killing the rocky cleft gains you extra credit towards the quest. I'm just going to kill this one. I'll kill this one actually over here. Find a reed shark. He's a thirsty boy. Kill him. And then an armadillo who is also thirsty. And kill him too. And he gives us our third and final item. And I'm going to hang around just for a moment so you can see. You see these dead reeds over here? Ah, there they turn into lush new growth. Right, so the next thing I wanted to show you were the 4 solo restricted dungeons I've created. The first one you'll find behind this big ramp right here. Come all the way back here. You will find a sunken stone right here. Click on it. And you fall into a dungeon. The drop in this one is hot. Mumiyah Beastmaster and some reed sharks. Kill them. That opens the door. Before you head down this hall, there are some traps. You want to be careful when the traps have gone on cooldown. So I got hit quite a number of times there. There are some more reed sharks in this hall. I'm going to ignore them for now. Head to the end. You see some Mumiyah sorceresses spawned. I want to kill them. Which opens the next door. Keep on going. We're going to find some armadillos in here. Blocking the path a little bit. This is a great place to get credit for your Neftet kill tasks. And then we come into the main room, where we find Leatherback, who is the boss. We're going to have some stalactites falling in here from one side of the room to the other, so there's a safe side of the room at all points. Attack Leatherback. He does some interesting attacks. He does a spinning attack. You just saw. Here we are at the entrance to the second Sand Shallows dungeon. The drop here is also hot, as you'll see in a second. We're going to be fighting 6 Mumiyah Tomb Wardens here in sequence. Once we've killed all 6 of them, it'll open the door at the far end. That's the last 2. The door is open. Now before you just run down this hall, there are traps in here with some serious debuffs and a dispel trap. You're going to notice that there is some black mist here that tells you where the traps are. There are also ghosts on this hallway, so you're going to want to try to balance fighting the ghosts and jumping over the traps. Up, I just hit one. I'm just going to run on through. At the end here, we're going to find High Priest Seneb, who does the mummification. Attack him. Find on his corpse of Prybar. See all these tombs over here, and the higher class tombs over here. There's the main sarcophagus right here. If we click on that, the pry bar in our inventory, we spawn Dark Priestess Asheron. She casts an awful lot of dots and drains and spawns these ghosties here. We killed her a little bit too fast to see, but there's another mechanic where she opens these tombs occasionally, and they start spawning undead if we don't close them again. Here we are at the entrance to the third Sandshellow's dungeon. As I said before, these are soul-restricted dungeons, meaning the door closes behind you when you enter, and no one else can come in and help. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and smite these. This first section is filled with sand golems that you have to kill. And when you kill them, it opens up the next series of doors, which takes you to a burning sands golem, or sandstone golem, I guess I call them. When you kill him, he opens up this door. So we'll follow the end of the hallway down. We'll come across some whirling dust hotspots. We don't want to stand in them or we'll take damage. And here we are at the boss of this dungeon, the Howler. If you attack him, he'll howl. Calls down dust from the east side of the room. You see these red dots here? These are more sand golems. We want to stay away from them. If we get too close, we aggro them. We don't want to do that, so we want to move away and keep fighting the Howler. Eventually, they'll move back and then dissipate. So you have to move around the room as you fight him. Eventually, he's got a cooldown. He's going to howl again. You see the sand golem spawn, and they're going to head down to the middle of the room again. Stay there for a little bit, and then head back. There are a number of different patterns there. Here we are at the entrance of the fourth and final Sandshellow's dungeon. You see some light trickling down from above over here, and there's something on the ground. It is a Fintos grub. He fell through from up above. If we use him, we pick him up, and sometimes spawn a desert Fintos wasp. Kill him too. See a little Fintos grub in our inventory. See other grubs along the way. We need 10 of them for our friend Urena the Unraveled here. Talk to her. She'll tell us her story about how she got lost in here and attacked by Rebel and Bak'tshay. She's going to need 10 of these for something to eat, essentially. Hand her some Fintos grubs. She'll take 10. She eats them out of your hand, says some magic words, and opens the door. Alright, so we're going to head down this hall. We're going to find a room down here with some tunnels going on either side. At the end of each of them, we're going to find the same monsters, some traps in the way, so you got to be careful running down. It's a Bak'tshay freedom fighter and 2 liberators. The freedom fighter is going to drop Urena's leg, so remember to loot that. I didn't. And at the end of the other hallway is the same encounter with the other leg. When we try to come out, we find the door is closed. A cell leader spawns. So as he said, so here we are again with the cell leader. As you notice, the tunnels we just went down have begun filling up with water. We attack the cell leader. We'll see the mechanic of this fight. Over here. A Bak'tshay spawns over here. Starts using the ancient valve, which begins filling up the room with water. If we leave the Bak'tshay by himself, the room will fill up so high that we drown. So we have to kill the Bak'tshay. And use the valve to lower the water level. Attack the cell leader. And kill him. He drops Urena's arms. Here we are back at Urena with both her arms and legs. We give one to her. She takes them all. We help her put them back on. She stretches, teleports us out of the dungeon with our reward. Alrighty, so the last thing I'd like to show you is a little something, a little encounter. You see this little yellow dot on the map. It's a whirling dervish. If we come closer to it, it's going to run from us. And we have to keep up with it the whole way across Neftet. And if we don't, it will disappear. It's awfully hard to keep up with. It's going to hang out here for a minute before it spawns the next one. believe that's the last of it, and he should spawn a treasure in a little bit. There you go. Treasure from pile of sand. Thanks for watching, everybody.